Online, some people claim that applying a paint protection film, PPF, to a car is like paying a smart tax, as if someone finally got a TV set but keeps it perpetually covered with cloth. It's akin to a joke. I bought my car for $50,000. It runs flawlessly, the paint is still shiny as new, and I only store it in the garage. When going out, I push it instead of driving. Get help lifting it over speed bumps, never turn on the air conditioning to avoid condensation mold, and keep the wipers warm in bed to prevent the rubber from aging due to sunlight exposure. To avoid damaging the power steering pump, I even hire people to lift the front of the car when making sharp turns. It's all about poking fun at the excessive protection some car owners lavish on their vehicles. Hey everyone. One of the most vexing decisions after getting a new car is whether to apply an invisible car cloth, or PPF. After my 8 years of experience in the industry, I've decided to give you the inside scoop. Is the PPF really as miraculous as claimed? I believe it's time to share whether it's essential to apply PPF and what kind to choose. The first question is, what exactly is an invisible car cloth? In English, it's called paint protective film, which simplifies understanding. It's a film to protect the paint, sometimes referred to as rhino skin. Let me explain the structure. Most PPFs have 5 layers, with the first and fifth being PET protective films. The middle layers, 2 through 4, are the main body of the film, with the second layer being a healing coat around 0.8 to 1 mil thick, and the third layer made of TPU material, usually around 6 mil thick. The fourth layer is the adhesive. Okay, let's talk about the glue first. Glue is pretty straightforward. Its most important qualities are viscosity and whether it leaves any residue. Nowadays, most glues are pretty good. However, there are some unscrupulous businesses that cut costs by using inferior glue. But such film is likely counterfeit. Any reputable branded film would not use low-quality glue. The ways to tell good glue from bad are simple. First, smell it for any strong offensive odors. Second, pinch it with your fingers and see if any residue sticks after letting go. The third method is to scratch it with your fingernail, just like this. If the glue comes off and shows a shiny spot after a few scratches, it means that it has deglazed, and this would leave residue when the film is peeled off in the future. If it doesn't deglaze after scratching it about 10 times, the glue is of very good quality. It's important to note that glue should not be too sticky. In fact, some of the best glues are those with lower viscosity that do not deglaze easily, as they are less likely to damage the car paint. When you're looking to get that shiny new protective coat on your car, the paint protection film, PPF, you'll hear a lot about the material it's made from. TPU, or thermoplastic polyurethane if you want to get fancy, is the star of the show here. It's the stuff that takes the most out of your wallet, but for good reason. It's tough, it stretches without losing shape, and it's kind to the environment. But here's the kicker. Some folks might try to sell you on PVC, that's polyvinyl chloride, saying it's just as good but cheaper. Don't fall for it. PVC is like that plastic wrap you use in the kitchen. It might look good at first, but it gets yellow and brittle over time, especially when your car's baking in the sun. TPU is like that good quality outdoor gear you buy for a camping trip. It lasts. It can take a beating from the sun, rain, or even the random bird dropping attack and still look good. Plus, it has this cool party trick. Minor scratches can disappear with a bit of heat. So if you accidentally scuff it while loading groceries or brushing against a bush, it can heal itself up with a little warmth. That's less time you spend worrying about touch-ups and more time cruising around looking sharp. The thing is, you want to make sure you're getting what you pay for. Some PPF sellers might try to pass off the cheaper PVC as the good stuff. It's like getting a knockoff sneaker when you paid for a brand name. It's just not the same game. TPU won't let you down. It stays clear and keeps your car's paint looking fresh off the lot for years, which is pretty much the dream when you're trying to keep your ride in tip-top shape. In short, go for TPU when you're picking out a PPF. It might cost a bit more up front, but it's worth it when your car still looks awesome years down the line. In today's content, I shared what PPF is and how he's categorized and what's good and bad about it. Stay tuned for our next post where I'll be delving into the inner workings of manual cutting versus machine cutting and why knowing the difference can save you time and money. You should definitely subscribe to my channel and don't miss the next episode.